What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Kai, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be asking my brother questions that girls are too afraid to ask, and we're gonna see what he says. Actually, a lot of these I'm kind of like,
you got them written down already?
Yeah, but a lot of these I actually really want to know the answer to, because I want to know what guys think. And if guys do think this way.
I'm curious to know what kind of questions you could ask.
Anyway, let's get started. So, first question, face or personality?
I mean, face is obviously the first, like, initial attraction. So if your face not right, then, I don't know. But overall, for me personally, it's personality.
Okay.
Because you can have a pretty face if your personality messes up. I just said this in my last video too.
You did? What did you say?
If you can have a pretty face, fat booty, all that, but if your personality messed up, it makes you ugly.
Okay. Boobs or butt?
Booty. I'm booty.
Boy, if you don't.
A lot of people are the up here. I'm the down there. Yeah.
Okay. What is the most unattractive thing about a girl?
Their attitude.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it. Like there's nothing else, but like that's the most.
Attitude.
What's the first thing that attracts you to a girl?
Either the face or the booty.
But like specifically on her face, what is it?
I mean, I'm not like into like super hella pretty girls.
Okay.
Like the ones that look like dolls and like it look fake. Like
Yeah.
I like a natural pretty face. It's like everything's just a preference. Like it's just what you prefer. Like I don't prefer much. I like natural beauty. Like I prefer no makeup. Like if you got a bunch of makeup.
Okay, that answered my next question too.
Yeah,
Makeup on the makeup.
No makeup. I like natural. All natural.
What is it about makeup that guys don't like?
It's not that we don't like the makeup. It's just like it's a time and place for that.
Okay.
Like it's okay to put on makeup. Like if you about to go out to the club or something like that. But going to grocery stores, stuff like that. I just like natural face is better. You walk around the house, you don't wear makeup.
Does a girl's body count matter?
Not to me, no. It don't. It depends on how old the girl is, first of all. Like you can't
Okay, I've heard of that. Like why does it depend on how old the girl is?
Because if you 20, 21 years old and you got 30 bodies on you, then it's an issue. It's something wrong. But if you like 35 years old and you got like 20 bodies on you, obviously you started probably around high school. If relationship didn't work, then you on to the next. Not really.
Is your body count in the double digits?
No.
Okay, good, because that's all I want to do. Look what you eat.
I'm just kidding. No, it's not.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I can count on my hands how many I got.
1 or 2.
That's not too much info.
Never mind. Actually, I don't want to know. Do you and your guy friends do this? Like, if a girl sends you news, y'all share it with each other?
No.
Or like, have you ever like known a dude to do that?
I know, like I've known a dude to do that, but I don't know.
Like, is it like? Does it matter
if it's a girl? If it's a girl I talk to, then I'm not finna be showing everybody with her. Like if I'm serious with the girl, I'm not finna be showing everybody her stuff. That's like if I'm showing people my baby mama's stuff. Like that's weird.
Because I mean, like I've heard a guy say like it doesn't matter if it's like a girl like I'm not really into or any of that.
I mean, some people say that. Some people, that's how it is. That's how it be for some people.
But you were like, period, no girl ever.
No.
Have you ever smoked a cigarette before?
No.
Have you ever smoked weed before?
I've been a little high a couple of times. Super high. I got so high one time I was so scared.
What you
Seeing
scared?
shit. I couldn't stop laughing. Heart was beating off fast. I was dummy high. That's why I don't like to smoke no more.
He said I was scared. You was scared.
I was scared for real.
Like, what'd you do? Just sit down? You said, I'm not getting up.
Yeah, I was stupid high.
Have you ever discussed, like, okay, with you, like, okay, have you ever had sex with a girl and then afterwards talk about it to your friends?
Yeah.
You have? You guys dudes do that?
Yeah, they do that.
Like, what do you guys be saying?
Just be a convo like, oh yeah, we did it. If they ask like, did y'all do it?
But do you
Yeah,
guys
we did
go
it.
into detail?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
The most anybody would say is probably like, oh, was it good? Shit like that. that's it. I mean, I don't do it now.
What?
I feel like I'm older, but I have before.
You have? Have you ever had a one-night stand?
Like where I completely didn't talk to them no more.
Yeah.
No.
You've never had?
No.
Or, okay, how about I rephrase that? Have you ever had one, but you know the person, y'all still talk, but y'all really don't, like, really talk about it?
Yeah.
It just happened in the heat of the moment.
Mm-hmm. You kind of putting all my business out there. But yeah, I mean, I don't care, but yeah, I'm grown.
Okay, do you ever had a crush on a teacher at school before?
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
I think it was in middle school. Yep, middle school. I'm not even gonna say her name, but I used to have a crush on my. I think she was science. Everybody did, kind of. She was so pretty. But yeah,
Really?
I did. Middle school, yep. Patrick Henry.
I never knew this. Well, no, it's
Yeah,
not
I'm
like
not
he's
gonna-
gonna
yeah,
talk
like,
about
I'm not
it,
gonna-
but I know, but it's like, I mean,
I feel like every boy, if you have a pretty teacher, I feel like every boy, especially when you're young, gonna be like, oh my god, my teacher's so pretty. So yeah.
okay, another question. Why do dudes show off, like, with their girlfriend when their friends are around?
Okay, I don't do that, but I hate when people do that, because it's like, what are you doing all that for?
Like, what, like, well,
Like-
why do you think dudes do that?
To show off in front of, for that exact reason, to make them feel empowered, so their girl can look at them like, oh, he the top one in the group. That is all an ego thing for boys. Like if it's a group of boys and you bring your girl around, all of a sudden you want to be extra funny, you want to be extra tough and all that shit. Like it's just an ego thing for dudes to impress a female, I guess you would say. I don't do that. I don't have no need to do that.
I think it makes dudes look dumb when they do that.
They do.
Because I just be like, you looking real dumb doing all that.
You do that.
And your friends looking at you like you dumb too. I got same question,
Exactly.
but instead of it being with a girl, it's like your friends in front of your family. Like
never
I've
experienced
seen
that.
I've seen a person show off in front of their friends,
I don't think I've
show
ever-
off like in front of their family basically, and it's with their friends. I've seen people do that. And I always wondered like why do, and I've seen it mostly with some dudes too. Like when they have their guy friends and they trying to be all tough and all of that in front of them, and then
No, I don't think I've.
family member comes in and they just start cracking jokes on them for no reason.
I mean, it
Just
could
wanna
be the
say
same
something.
thing, just to look tight in front of their friends.
But that's so dumb. Like, what are you doing all that for?
Be some weirdos out here.
Okay,
What?
does shaving matter? Girls.
I'm gonna say yeah, because I ain't never. I've never like been with a girl that's not shaved, so I can't even say what that's like. I don't know. I like bald. I like the bald, or maybe a little bit of peach fuzz. A little bit of peach fuzz, but nothing too. Not the bush. Can't do the bush. You can get a lawnmower for that shit. Can't do it.
Oh my god.
I prefer bald. Bald cat. Meow. Bald cat. Bald cat.
Well, do you have a type?
As far as what? Girls?
As far as girls, do
Like
you have
light
a
skin,
certain?
dark skin?
It could be that. It could be brunette, blonde, red hair, blue eyes, green eyes, brown eyes. Just do you have a type in general?
No, I don't actually. I just like what I like. I've dated white, black, Hispanic, just like what you like. If you meet somebody and you end up liking them, but like, what you gonna do? Oh, I can't mess with you because you Mexican or you Chinese, or like, no, that's dumb. Like, I think if you pretty, whatever race you are, if you pretty, obviously I'm gonna approach you. I've seen some pretty Asian women, some very pretty white girls, some pretty black girls, some pretty everything, Hispanic, everything. So if you pretty, you pretty.
What would be a reason for you to ghost a girl?
Attitude. The attitude, personality, her thought around. Could be a bunch of reasons.
Okay, well, what are the most common things that dudes ghost? What are the most common reasons dudes ghost a girl for?
The attitude.
The attitude? Because I've had a dude tell me it's because she was crazy.
The attitude.
Personality. Because he didn't like her family. I've had one tell me because he just didn't like her no more. Didn't want to be dealing with that.
People lose interest too.
At
the same time, but I feel like attitude and personality could be like
are the biggest ones.
Yeah.
Are you the type to cuddle?
Hell yeah. I like to cuddle. I like to cuddle naked too.
Okay, we don't move on. That was too much.
Yeah, I'm a cuddler. Only for a little, like a certain extent. Like all the bear hugging, I don't be doing all that. I don't like all that, especially when it get too hot. Like if it's a cold, super cold room, and you under the blanket, then yeah, that's the best time to cuddle.
But if it's super hot, you be like, nah, you gonna have to stay on the other side of the bed.
Sweating, all that sweat touching, it's nasty.
Can guys be best friends with girls?
Yeah.
Because I've had a guy who said that he could be friends with a girl, but he couldn't be best friends because he couldn't sit there listening to how she asked some dude and talk about the nail supply.
I mean, I've done it before.
You sat up and talked about that with a girl. So you saying guys could be best friends with girls?
Yeah.
So can girls be best friends with guys? If it's your girl, could she be best friends with a dude?
Yeah. They got a good understanding of the relationship, then yeah. It's just about trust at the end of the day.
So there has to be boundaries set.
Exactly.
Like, you can't just be like, you can't be with each other 24/7.
Nah, hell nah.
You can't do that, can't be spending. So what about spending the night at each other's houses?
No, that's out. You can do that if you're single, but not staying in there. That's doing too much.
How is it doing too much?
Cause like, what you gotta do that for?
Maybe she just wants to do it. Cause that's her best friend.
I mean, it'd be different if it was like a childhood best friend and you grew up with this person, like from kids, and then maybe cause then you involved.
But okay,
with the whole
what
family.
if it's before like you knew her, but it's only been like 2 years?
I'm not having it. That's just my preference. No.
So are you the possessive type? Would you say you're a possessive type?
I'll let you have all the freedom you want. I'm not possessive. You
It's
can have your freedom. It's just when it's my time, it's my time. You gotta give your partner space to miss each other. You gotta give them that distance so you can come back together. And it's like, all right.
Okay.
Relationship advice 101.
Okay. So would you say like before like do you get nervous going on dates if you like this is your first date? Do you get nervous about it? Do guys get nervous about it?
Yeah. Especially if you like the girl. Like, I mean, I get nervous. I get I mean, even if it's not the first one, I'll still get nervous. Just rip this open.
So, like, have you ever had, like, an embarrassing moment where you said something on a date that you never meant to say?
Nah.
Never?
Mm-mm.
Here's a big question. Do you notice the girl or does she notice you first? Who notices who first?
I mean, it just depends on the scenario, the environment. Like if I'm in the mall, it's just who see who first. Like if I look over and the girl's already looking at me, then I'm gonna be like, all right, she's looking at me. She probably think I'm attractive, so I'm gonna walk up to her. 9 times out of 10, a girl's not gonna walk up to a guy. They're not gonna approach. So a guy automatically knows that he needs to approach. But if I see a girl and she not even looking at me at all, and I'm like, dang, she cute, I'm gonna go say something, I'm still gonna have to approach her.
Okay, well, how do guys feel? Well, how do you feel about cheating?
I feel like if you're gonna cheat, just don't be with that person. That's how I feel. If you're gonna cheat on somebody, just don't be with them. Period. The way I think is, if you feel like you have to cheat, it means you don't really like your partner. Like something is wrong with that, or you just a simple-minded person who falls easily into temptation. This is one or the other. There's nothing in between. It's either you don't mess with your partner like that, or you're just a dummy.
So what if the person says, well, you know, I've been going through a hard time and all.
People know what they're doing when they do it. Like, you know what you were doing. But, I don't know. That's just how I think. That's how I look at it.
Okay, so what would you say is the basis for a relationship? What is the number one rule?
Communication.
Okay, because I say the same thing. Communication.
It's number one.
Can't do nothing if you can't talk to each other.
That is the number one thing for every relationship.
Okay, so what if one of your homies was cheating on a girl? Would you tell a girl, or would you?
No.
What would you do?
Why do I need to tell the girl?
Or what if you know her though? What if you know her?
What if she's dating one of my friends?
Yeah, she's dating one of your friends.
That's not my business. That's between them. If both of them are my friends, that's not my place to.
But would you talk to him and be like, yo, you got a cheater, right?
No.
No? You wouldn't say nothing?
No, that's not my business.
What if it was happening to mom?
Okay, that's my mom. That's a different story.
Like, what if Pops was cheating on mom? Would you tell mom?
Duh. That's different.
Right away?
But if these people are my friends, both of them are my friends, and they were in a relationship and one was cheating on the other, that's not my place to
interfere.
That's not my place. One of them gonna find out. Whoever cheating on who gonna find the other person gonna find out. Eventually. And that's between them to deal with that conflict together. And that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Okay, well, how do you feel about weaves and wigs and all of that?
I don't mind them.
You don't? Well, thanks, DJ. You answered some of my questions. So, yeah. I hope you guys like this. Y'all got the advice y'all needed from DJ himself.
Females are so gullible, y'all ain't even gonna take it, so it don't even matter.
Oh my God. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this and take some of this to heart and follow what he said, because now you know this is what dudes think about.
I'm a therapist, low key. I'm a relationship therapist.
Oh, whatever.
And I'm single myself. Can't even keep it.
Oh, whatever. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Turn on your post notifications so you guys can get notified every time I upload a video. And comment down below what you guys thought of this video, and if you think some of this stuff that we were talking about is gonna help you in your situation or will help you in further use. So without further ado, I gotta go, you guys. My camera's about to die. So bye, you guys.